This is my independent project. It's a time-lapse photography project. The My original plan was just to make a time-lapse video, but I decided that wasn't really enough. So I put all my works together, photography and time-lapse, and just put it to music in Final Cut Pro. The tools I used were a DSLR camera, a tripod, Final Cut Pro, and some tutorials. I have screen captures of my use of Final Cut Pro. I'm going to speed this up because it's 47 minutes. Right here, I'm just speeding up the video because it was like an hour and a half long, so I had to speed it up a lot. I had to just like figure my way around Final Cut Pro, and this is kind of me doing that. I didn't really know anything about it. This is me getting the music and downloading it and everything. Let's speed it up a little more. And this is me putting in the music. It's not very exciting. This is me importing all of the pictures. It took a while for them to right here, I'm just like cutting all the pictures to go with the music, so it would line up well with music and sound good and look like good, I guess. And I had to cut the music, and that's right there. And it was really hard because, like, I had to make sure it didn't sound too choppy, but I didn't really have a problem with that. This one. It's basically the same thing. I just had some little quirks I had to work out with the music. Like down here, the sunflower picture wasn't cutting how I wanted to, so I had to go back up there and cut it up there. So I got this whole thing done and then realized that there was a shift, and so that really bothered me. Okay. My project plan review. I learned that even if you plan everything out in the beginning, things are going to change, and you may end up with something completely different than what you expected. Because I know I was just expecting to do a time-lapse video, and I thought that'd be enough, but it wasn't, obviously. So I added photography. Yeah, and I adjusted it a lot. Like, I didn't really have a solid plan at the beginning. There was a lot of content, so I added ideas when I went, and I made a showcase for my works. I learned how to use Final Cut Pro, really, to import media and edit. It took me a little before I got comfortable and familiar with all the tools, but I got it in the end. I learned that no matter how early you get up or late you stay up, you can't control the weather. There are some days that I would get up at like 5 a.m. and set up my camera where I thought it was a perfect shot, but then when the sun came up, there was a tree blocking the way or there were clouds in the way, so I never really got a shot of the sunrise. I learned how to use natural light to my advantage, like in the picture below. You can't really see it, but there's a spider web and it looks really cool, but not really. I learned how lighting can affect the mood of a shot. Like, you need to be aware of the light around you because it could ruin everything. I didn't ever get a sunrise, but that's okay, because out of the 700 pictures I took, I got about 30 that I like. I think it's pretty successful, which kind of sounds ridiculous, but it was good for me. I would try to get more sunsets and more shots in the middle of the day instead of just the morning. I took naps during the day, so I wouldn't do that. I had some really early mornings, like 5 a.m., and then I would stay up really late to get the sunsets. My biggest successful moment was when I got Final Cut Pro all figured out and all the functions figured out, and I started to really make it into a good project.